Blizzards of those fierce and unforgiving storms, they're more than just weather phenomena. They're harbingers of terror, locking people in their homes, isolating them from civilization, and sometimes trapping them in the clutches of the unknown. As the wind howls and the snow piles up, fear can take root in the hearts of even the bravest souls. These are not just tales spun from imagination, they're chilling accounts of real life encounters with the sinister side of nature. Deep in the heart of a dense forest, there stood a solitary cabin. It was a refuge for those seeking solitude, a place to escape the hustle and bustle of the world. One bitter winter's night, a young couple, Sarah and Mark, sought shelter in this remote abode as a blizzard bore down upon them. As the snowfall intensified, their sense of isolation grew. The cabin's only connection to the outside world was a crackling radio that offered sporadic updates on the worsening conditions. Sarah, a skeptic by nature, brushed off Mark's concerns about the strange noises echoing through the woods. However, as the night wore on, those noises grew louder, more sinister. They sounded like the anguished cries of souls lost to the blizzard's fury. Mark ventured outside to investigate, leaving Sarah alone in the cabin's dimly lit interior. Minutes turned to hours, and still, Mark had not returned. Panic gripped Sarah as she peered out into the swirling darkness, straining to catch a glimpse of her beloved. Suddenly, a blood-curdling scream pierced the night, sending shivers down her spine. With trembling hands, Sarah reached for the door, only to find it frozen shut. Desperation set in as she realized she was trapped, alone in the cabin with whatever lurked outside. The howling wind seemed to mock her, carrying with it the echoes of Mark's final, agonized cries. In the remote wilderness of Alaska, there once existed a small village nestled among the towering mountains. It was a close-knit community, bound together by a shared struggle against the harsh elements. But one winter, a blizzard descended upon the village with a ferocity unlike anything the residents had ever seen. As the snow piled up and the wind roared, communication with the outside world was severed. Desperate for help, a group of villagers set out on snowmobiles to seek assistance from a neighboring town. But as they ventured deeper into the storm, they became disoriented, lost in a whiteout of swirling snow. Hours passed, and still, there was no sign of the village or its inhabitants. It was as if they had vanished without a trace, swallowed up by the blizzard's icy embrace. The search party pressed on, their hopes fading with each passing moment. Then, just as they were about to turn back, they stumbled upon a sight that chilled them to the bone. The village lay before them, shrouded in an eerie silence, but there was something off about it, something unsettling. As they approached, they realized with horror that the village was deserted, devoid of any signs of life. Buildings stood empty, windows shattered, and doors left ajar. It was as if the blizzard had swept through like a malevolent force, consuming everything in its path. But what truly sent shivers down their spines were the footprints they found in the snow, footprints that led away from the village and into the wilderness beyond. They followed the tracks, driven by a sense of dread, until they came upon a sight that would haunt them for the rest of their days. In the heart of the Rocky Mountains, there lay a small ski resort known for its breathtaking views and treacherous slopes. But beneath its picturesque exterior lurked a dark secret, a secret that would be unearthed one fateful winter's night. As a blizzard descended upon the resort, trapping guests and staff alike, strange things began to happen. Skiers reported seeing shadowy figures darting between the trees, their eyes gleaming with an otherworldly light. Lift operators spoke of eerie whispers echoing through the snow-covered peaks, their words chilling to the bone. But it was in the depths of the blizzard that the true horror unfolded. Guests staying in the resort's secluded cabins reported waking in the dead of night to find their rooms engulfed in an icy chill. Some claimed to have seen ghostly apparitions hovering at the foot of their beds, their faces twisted in expressions of agony. As the storm raged on, fear gripped the resort like a vice, driving guests to the brink of madness. Desperate for answers, they turned to the resort's staff, only to find them eerily silent on the matter. It was as if they were hiding something unspeakable. Then, on the final night of the blizzard, a group of guests ventured out into the storm in search of answers. Armed with flashlights and courage, They set out to explore the resort's abandoned ski trails, determined to uncover the truth. What they found was beyond their worst nightmares. Deep in the heart of the blizzard, they stumbled upon a hidden cave, its entrance obscured by snow and ice. And within its icy depths lay the source of the haunting, a malevolent spirit trapped for centuries by the blizzard's icy grip. As the group watched in horror, the spirit rose from its icy prison, its eyes burning with an otherworldly fire. With a blood-curdling scream, it unleashed its fury upon the unsuspecting guests, driving them to the brink of madness. In the end, only one of them escaped the blizzard's wrath, fleeing into the night with the haunting memory of what lurked within the storm. And as the blizzard finally passed, leaving the resort in ruins, the spirit retreated once more into the icy depths, its hunger for vengeance left unsated. Blizzards are more than just storms. They're manifestations of nature's fury, capable of unleashing terror upon those unfortunate enough to be caught in their path. These chilling accounts serve as a reminder that sometimes the greatest horrors lie not in the depths of the unknown, but in the